Hey guys, welcome to eBike Reviews and Adventures. On this channel, we test and review e-bikes and accessories. We go on-road and off-road. Hey, it's my goal on this channel to help you find a better... Hey guys, Richard here, eBike Reviews and Adventures. Today we've got the Mokwheel Basalt 2.0. Now the Basalt 2.0 has been out for a little while, and that's okay, but we finally got our hands on one, and so far we are loving it. Now let me just throw out there and say, when we first started this channel 3 years ago, our very first e-bike that we purchased ourselves to make the very first video was the Basalt 1.0, and we loved the bike. We had it off-road. We did a lot of adventures with that bike. We really enjoyed it. And now we have the 2.0, and check it out. Love this color. Love some of the changes that they did to the bike. So let's take a closer look. We're going to go for a ride and show you how it performs. Close-up look of this color. We love this color orange. It's glossy, so it shines a little bit. Really nice, not a pumpkin dull kind of orange like you find on some other bikes. So they did a great job there. This is packing a 750 watt motor with 90 Newton meters of torque. Let me explain that. The torque rating is what gives you the power to go up hills, especially if you're going to be doing some off-roading or whatever. It gets you through tall grass, that sort of thing. 90 Newton meters is considered really, really good, because this thing's going to give you plenty of power. So if you're a big person and you're going up hills, this bike will get you there. Speaking of big people, this thing can hold up to 450 pounds of weight. So if you're a bigger guy, this is for you. Hey, I'm 6'1" and about 245, and I tell you what, this is a class 2. This is the regular size. They have 2 sizes of bike, and we got the slightly smaller version, so be aware of that. Let's go ahead and jump on over here. We got some really knobby tires to help with that off-road traction, which is good. These particular tires seem to be a little noisier on the road than some others I've seen. Not bad, just be aware when you're going down the road, you're going to hear that rumble. We got suspension front forks that are adjustable, like that. Moving on down, we got a big chain ring. We got the Altus Shimano derailleur back here because this is a 8-speed bike. Moving on around, this is the Mokwheel. This is kind of like their signature rack here because they have this wooden insert on there, which is pretty good. You still have a place to grab, put a bungee cord or a strap or something if you need to strap something down right down there. So that's nice. We do have integrated tail lights and blinkers. Speaking of which, right down there are your blinkers and your tail lights as well. Kind of cool. Moving around, these are plastic fenders. And we have a pretty standard Mokwheel, pretty standard saddle up here. A little firm. We will be switching this out for our preferred saddle, which is a little bit bigger, provide a little bit better support. But overall, I think the bike looks great. Let's jump up into the cockpit now. We have the Mokwheel branded hand grips with the palm rest bump out. Very comfortable. Got this little gel insert right there, which helps. We got a left-handed thumb throttle. We have a button pad that has up and down pass, power button, and your blinkers right there at your fingertips. No audible sound, but you do have a blinking indicator right there, as well as you have it right there. And you have this one in the sunlight, so it's hard to see, but it's down there. So we'll go ahead and hit it again to turn those off. Now, I do wish the button pad had some white embossing or something, because in low light conditions, it's just kind of hard to see the buttons, but you get familiar with where they at, you'll learn, and then it won't matter too much. Beautiful new display. Now, this is a newer display from Mokwheel. Love the display, super nice. Got a cool feature I'll show you in just a moment. You have your up and down pass levels up there in the corner. It goes all the way up to 5, back down to 1 or 0. You got your speed, your battery indicator, your trip and odometer, and all that good stuff down there as well. 8-speed Shimano with the trigger shifter right there. And they give you this cutesy little bell that dinks right there. And you do have hydraulic brakes on both sides. Guys, we're going to power this off for a second and show you. This is a pretty cool feature right here with this display. If I can do it with one hand, because underneath here you have a little pinchy that you can pinch somewhere right there, and the display pops off. You can put the display in your pocket and just take it with you, and it's a little harder for someone to steal your bike when they can't turn it on, right? So pretty cool little feature. Again, right here you have these little pinchies on the bottom that unlocks it. and get ready to put it back on. It just kind of snaps into place just like that. Did that with one hand as well. Let's power it back on, make sure it's working. There she is. Yeah, super nice. Guys, we're just really enjoying the bike. It's just performing well for us. Let's get on the road and take a closer look. All right, guys, we're going to jump it up into just past 1 to get us started. Use a little throttle action just to kind of get moving. And, you know, with this torque sensor, did I mention that you can switch between torque and cadence? Great feature about this bike. If you prefer a cadence sensor bike, you can just switch it over into cadence sensor mode and ride it like that. But if you prefer a torque sensor, then you can keep it in torque sensor mode. Hello.
Hey there, how you doing?
Great, thanks. All right, so let's get on down the road here. So with that torque sensor engaged, you just a little more pressure on the pedal, and then you start speeding up. Good morning. And then a little more pressure. You can go a little bit faster there. Looks like it's going to give us almost 10 miles an hour in pass 1. Got to jump up to pass 2 to go any further. Let's stop here for the stop sign, traffic, people all over the place. That guy didn't even stop at all. All right. That's pass 2 right there, going a little bit faster, probably about 12 miles an hour or so, maybe a little faster. There's 13, 14, kind of levels out at 14, almost 15. Yep, 15 is the top speed for pass 2. Pass 3 is going to let us go even faster. Get on up there. Look at that. We're cruising now. Probably about 18 or so. We got to stop for another stop sign. So the point is, let's take it right. The point is, you can get up there really fast, or you can keep it kind of slow if that's what you prefer. There, just like that. See, I'm in pass 3, but I'm only doing 10 miles an hour because that's all the pressure I'm putting on the pedals. So super nice. Let's just move along. Hey, we're going to test out the brakes. So we're going to see at 12 miles an hour how quickly they stop us. Oh yeah. Yep, you can lock up the brakes real quick and easy. So that is super good. Nice to have hydraulic brakes on a heavy bike like this. Did I mention it's got a 20 amp hour battery? So you got extra long range. We prefer bikes that have 20 amp batteries on this channel because when we go riding, we typically go for a longer ride. We won't take you on a long ride today though. We're just gonna keep it nice and simple and easy, just doing this review. Bike handles well. I'm not sure if you noticed the tire noise yet. It's got a little bit of a rumble, not bad. But it does rumble a little bit. Yeah. We don't have any hills right here close that we can test it out and show you the power of this bike, unfortunately, but let's go up through here. Look on this little path though. Just a nice leisure little path through the neighborhood. Yeah, just like that. How about them apples? Nice and smooth. This bike's easy to handle, even though it's a 26-inch tire. It's pretty easy to handle. You know, you can take some tight curves and turns if you needed to. Now, our Basalt 1.0, we had it on some off-road trails, taking it through the woods because it's very capable for being able to do that. I don't have anything real close, so I can't really show you some off-road riding too much, but just know that the bike is very capable for that. Yeah. Cruising right along. Mokwheel's been a company that's been around for a while. They were kind of new when we first got ours, I think about 3 years ago or so. They've got a lot of different styles now. They've got dealers all over the country, so if you want to go test one out for yourself, just reach out, see if you can find a dealer in your area, and maybe go kick the tires and do a little test ride. Yeah, buddy. Looky here. We got a little bridge we're going to cross over today. A little bridge. Up and over. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to stop and look and see what you can see. I'm not seeing anything over there. That little creek is about dried up. No ducks, no nothing in it. That's too bad. But just a short little hop, skip, and a jump. Right over here. Right over here. And if we look carefully, we could see an alligator. All I see is waterfowl over there on the edge. Not seeing any alligators today. Not today. Alice Gator must be out doing something else. All right. A sharp little turn right here to get us off this little path. And the bike handled it really, really well. All right, guys. We're out for a nice leisure ride using the Basalt 2.0 because I tell you what, it is great for being out on the road, out in the bike lane. You can commute with it, or if you want, you can go off-road and do some off-road riding. Trust me, when I had the Basalt 1.0, we used it for everything like that. We used it in all kinds of conditions. And so the 2.0 is even more capable because it's not a cadence sensor only. This one has the torque sensor, which is super nice. And it's still got a nice, big, powerful motor. And you can just enjoy it, take it anywhere. Guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions about it, drop it down below. Follow the link. Go check out the Mokwheel Basalt 2.0 and check out some of their other great products because they make good quality bikes for sure. Well worth the money. And I'll mention that. I think the price on this right now is $16.99. You can't beat that because when I bought the Basalt 1.0, it wasn't nearly as equipped as this one. I think we paid like $2,000 for it. So $16.99 is a great price. Go check it out. See you in another video real soon. Ride responsibly. Ride safe.